I'm going to show you how you can edit or update a bunch of events all at once without having to go in one by one. So on your administrative homepage, there's a new button which is called Bulk Edit Events. Once you click that, the form, the list will change to create a check mark or check box beside the items that you want to change. So I'll change this one, and as I select these are being saved into the cloud and will be remembered for you. These are all hidden and they're all, so I'm going to select these three to edit. So as you go forward and back through the various date ranges, it will remember what you had selected. So you can go all the way in the past, you can go way forward into the future as well. If you decide to change your mind, you can cancel those and you'll just go back to where you were. But once I've got my collection of events that I want to edit, I now come to the page where I execute my changes. So it's going to remind me what in this case I selected 4, what they were. You can still change your mind here. This will just take you back to where you were with no damage or no change. But this is the important part. This will look a little bit like the form that you used to create the events, but the key thing is to leave probably most of these blank because we're making changes to events that may be of different event types. They may have different credits. They're most likely to have different start dates and ending dates. In fact, the one change here is that if we're going to change times, what we can do is add minutes or subtract minutes to the start. So let's say your schedule changed and everything's going to be starting 15 minutes or an hour later. You can use that here, or you could change the overall duration of events. But most of these you'll leave blank. We'll change these to a new title just to show the difference. We'll add a speaker here because I'll come back and delete this. We'll call this bulk editor. And if you recall, some of these were hidden, so we're going to make these visible. This might be also a way that you take a bunch of visible events and make them invisible. You can change locations, but it's going to default to there being no change. So anything that has no change, the locations or the verification options, they will remain the same as what they originally were. So I'll update those. So this will apply just to these 4 events. And when we go back, when it does that, it'll take us back to our page. So the one event on this first page, the title will be a new title. The speaker is bulk editor. If we go to those 5 events on the second page, 5 of them were originally hidden. Now we can see these are now visible with a new title. I'll go back to, well, let's edit these again. Well, just show on this one. We'll go do bulk edit on these, and I'm going to delete the speaker as bulk editor from these 2. So here we'll go back to our bulk editing change. We are going to, the only change we're going to make here is to delete, write delete. Now that's not, this is a special magical word. It's not going to write delete into as the speaker name. It will look at whatever the speaker is right now and delete that. So you have that option with speakers, with descriptions, with web addresses. Also, if you want to erase, do a bulk remove maybe at the end of the semester of all of your links to events, you could just write delete here and it will just take that element away. You can't do that with a title because every event must have some kind of title in it. So you can't delete there, but we can delete these. And let's just try this one. We'll add 15 minutes to the original start time of those 2 events and then update that. So we'll have to skip forward a page to see those 5 events. Okay, so here are the 2 that we just changed. So now they have no speaker and they are starting at 9:45, which is 15 minutes after these 9:30 starts. So we see those changes apply. You can come back and make multiple edits or multiple changes But just to review here, I'll come back to it. We can edit just one as well, but leave everything on here blank unless you want to change it for everything that's in that list. It will remind you what it is that you're changing. You can change event types. Let's just do that as well. So we'll change this to something on, doesn't matter, engineering men for this one, and update that. That might actually be a common application of this, that you take a bunch of events that, and maybe you've reorganized how you structure your events and your credits. So you take something, so now this is the type has changed to engineering men, whereas these are still the original one. So I think this will be a useful tool, and I hope you can use it.